NHTLM. NHTLM. I'm Narc say they love me. I'm Narc say they love me, y'all. If you want to follow me on IG, I'm Narcs HTLM on Instagram. And also, if you want to speak with me directly, I'm Narc say they love me at gmail.com. Alright, I'm also in a group on Facebook called Narcissist Anonymous 101, the Empath Tribe. Alright, let's walk. Let us walk. Alright. So listen, we already know that the narc won't validate us, right? A narc will not validate you. A narc will not validate you. And most times in disagreements, that's when we look for validation. Okay? See, we walk in truth. They drown in lies. Alright? So, with the narcissist, if they were to validate you, that means that they will have to go against that false self that they made up, that mask that they made up. And the thing about that mask, if you don't know, most of you possibly already know, the thing about that mask, that false self, that's how they protect their ego. All right, this is the delusion that they made up as children. And they've held on to this illusion for so long, a delusion for so long, to where they actually believe that they're perfect people. They have no faults. Everybody else is at fault. So they keep this just in case they start to self-doubt, right? They start to doubt themselves, right? Because empaths are very powerful. We can come with some kind of truth and also back it up with evidence and logical reasoning. They don't like that. So they keep this bag on the side. This bag is the harem. It's a bunch of people that they can call and they can report to, or in other words, well, in narc words, Hoover, right? So that they are enabled in their false selves. Okay? The enablers, the flying monkeys, the peons. All right? These are the people that's never told them, look, you shouldn't have done that. That was wrong. And this is why you shouldn't have done. These are not people that's going to do that. Okay? We are the people that's going to do that. The people in the harem, they don't mind being in the harem. They like it there. And they stay for so long, they begin to love it there. Okay? So, again, you bringing truth, it deters that false image of theirs. It threatens their ego. It makes them paranoid. They really don't know if they're wrong. They have to have somebody to side with them and enable them in their behavior, where they can really be their true selves. That's what they call it in their eyes. I get to be my true selves if I can just keep my enablers around me. All right. So, another thing you have to remember too, when it comes to validation, because they're not going to validate you, and because you are threatening to their mask, you could potentially unmask them. You guys have to know. You have to know. Get it in your head right now. Get it in your head right now. That whoever it is in their harem, they are there to make that narcissist happy in the heat of the moment. That's why that narcissist knows who to go to, who to report to, who they can hoover in the heat of the moment. I'll give you an example. If you're on your deathbed, you can't regulate their needs. You can't make them happy. Uh, say they want to go swimming that day in the heat of the moment. You can't go swimming with them. You're on your deathbed. So they can look over in the Hoover. Who likes to swim? Who showed me? Who was trying to teach me how to swim? Who gonna be down for this swimming thing? I haven't talked to them a while, so I'm pretty sure they cooled off by now. Oh, such and such can. Well, let me go over here and Hoover such and such and ask them if they want to hang out or swim. See, you can't be with a narc if you're useless. If you're on your deathbed, you're useless. They can no longer use you. Not for anything. You're on your deathbed. If anything, your needs will have to be accommodated. But that's not how it works in the narc's world. In the narc's world, your needs are irrelevant. It's not that they don't care about your needs. It's not that they don't know you have needs. It's just that those needs are irrelevant. It's just you. You're not anybody. I mean, hell, you're lucky to be here in this relationship with them. But we have to get to the whys. That's what I feel. I feel like it's so important to know the why. The why. Why doesn't the narc want to validate us? The false self. That's why. Why can't anybody make it in a relationship with a narcissist? Well, you're there to regulate their needs, despite yours. That's why they go so good with codependents, because most codependents have no boundaries, little to no boundaries. They're people pleasers. They go over and beyond for other people, because that's what makes them happy. But imagine that, living like that every single day. Every single day. It's even down times and boring moments in relationships. To a narcissist, I mean, and that's inevitable. That's in any relationship. But to a narcissist, they feel like every day is supposed to be catered to them. You're supposed to give in to them. You're supposed to be there to tap dance for them. Right? We know that they feel negative emotions all the time. I mean, damn, that's pretty much all they feel. They're low vibrational anyway. Depressed, anxiety, always angry, frustrated, irritable. But those positive emotions, that's what they want from you. To get there and make them happy. Bring them that positivity. Bring them that positivity. Go back and look at my video I dropped on object constancy and object permanence. How they have the inability to maintain positive emotions through negative situations, like through disagreements and things. If they can't touch it, then they can't sense it. If they can't see it, then they can't sense it. Because it's positive. That stuff has to be given over to them. That energy has to be given to them, transferred to them. And it comes from somewhere. And they look for it in empaths and empathic people. Now, they like codependent people because codependent people, like I say, they people pleasers. They go over and beyond. They're basically people that stand around and say, well, what can I do to make you happy? And that's why they latch on to codependent people. They know that codependent people will be uncomfortable with saying no. Or they'll feel, kind of guilty with saying no. These people sense, they know that. So they can pick out the codependents. And they know that it's going to be not a great relationship, but it'll be about as long as their typical relationship will last. It'll last about as long as a typical narcissistic relationship will last, because not everybody is codependent. Some people start out codependent and then they get, after being consistently codependent and it starts looking like slavery, then those people wake up. Those people wake up. And they start to feel that nothing's being reciprocated. All right? So just understand this false self, this mask here, this is something that these people have had since childhood. And they've held on to it for so long as adults to where they actually believe that, if anybody disagrees with them or if it's any kind of questioning or whatever, that the other person is the one to blame. The other person is at fault. And therefore, the other person is not making them happy. The other person is causing trouble. They have to go. They have to go. So, if you want to make it in a narcissistic relationship, all you have to do is just be a slave. That's all you have to do. Okay, just be a good slave. Shut up and don't question anything. You close your mouth and you just go with it. And whenever the narcissist is in trouble or gets themselves in something, they are very reckless. They always do. The codependent person will be there saying, well, what can I do to get you out? What can I do to help you? Okay, you want my bank account information? Okay, just whatever I can do. The empaths that are not codependent are going to say, oh, hell no. You went and did that on your own. You didn't see any consequences. I tried to tell you. That's what empaths do. That's not codependent. And we walk in truth. And we back that truth up with what I call logic, reasoning. I'm talking about some good analyzation going on. Just to make sure that we dot all our I's and cross all of our T's. Alright? So, victims, you need to be good slaves and keep making the narc happy, okay? It's okay. Don't cry. Yeah, don't cry about it. Don't tell us how hard it is, all right? Because we a lot of empaths, and we done already told you, it's hard to leave and it's hard to stay. So don't cry about it being hard. The only difference between your hard and my hard is your hard is permanent because you chose to stay and be a good little slave. My hard was temporary because after I got through the healing process, oh man, the days are brighter. Life is greater. And I'm progressing. And I'm still walking in truth. So yeah, don't complain to us. Be a good little slave. Make them happy. And just know that it's not that your needs don't matter. No, it's not that they don't care about your needs. It's just that they don't matter. They're irrelevant. Okay? You have no needs. Okay? When you deal with a narcissist, you're supposed to be so into their needs that yours don't matter. Just like the children. Good little slaves, all right? Again, I'm Narc. Say they love me. I hope this made sense to you. Get it in your head. This is why the relationship didn't work. I was there to make them happy. I was there to make them happy. I was there to make them happy. I leave you with peace, love, light, and you have all the power in the world. Take care. I love you. Peace.